Greetings, you're with Tanisha Ali, and we are talking about karmic relationships. Throughout your lifetime, you are bound to come face to face with a karmic relationship or two or three. These relationships have very particular qualities. There are certain features of a karmic relationship that differentiates it from any other type of soulmate relationship. And it's important for you to be aware of what those features are, because at the end of the day, the karmic relationship is to purge you of some of your worst fears, your most unhealthy patterns, and your baggage from this life and also previous lifetimes as well. So when you learn your lesson from a relationship like this, you can finally be able to appreciate what true love is, and you will have reached another level of spiritual healing, true self-acceptance, self-knowledge, and deeper self-awareness. So a karmic relationship is a relationship that comes into your life that was never destined to last in the first place. This relationship is something that both people are a part of, that involves their karmic debris, that brings them together to hopefully heal something, so that after that relationship, you no longer have to come back in successive lifetimes or during that particular lifetime to heal that thing. But there are 8 qualities, and there are tons more, but I'm going to go over 8 qualities that really speak to the nature of this relationship. The first quality is that it is a carnally driven relationship. When we talk about our carnal desires, we talk about the desires of the flesh, the things that enslave us, the basal desires. So a karmic relationship has an appeal and runs in extreme highs and lows with regard to our emotions, the volatility, the violence. Sex is given to extreme. So for example, in a carnally driven relationship, in a karmic relationship, you may have some of the greatest sex under the sun, but then you may have some of the worst fights, some of the most horrible and just awful arguments and fights and just turbulence. Okay? Number 2, the second quality or feature of a karmic relationship is that it has a real addictive quality to it. Think about those things that a person can be addicted to. It's something that has a drive. It's something that's destroying your life in every particular way. It interferes with your ability to stay on life purpose or to define your life purpose. It interferes with your ability to be productive. It comes into your life and it brings all of this debris, and you feel yet enslaved to it, and somehow you continue to go back to it, although it's functioning as a very toxic element in your life. So the karmic relationship is extremely addictive in its qualities, which makes it very, very toxic. You cannot thrive in a karmic relationship. Soul and spiritually speaking, from a soul perspective, in terms of you evolving, it has its blessings because it's purifying you of something. But in this material realm, it is extremely agonizing. All right, and you feel like you can't get out of it. Which brings me to point number 3. The third quality of a karmic relationship is that you find that you're repeating the same destructive patterns over and over and over again. Whatever the issues are in the relationship, they continue to be the issues. There seems to be very little, if no progress. It has a very on and off pattern to it. Okay, there are fireworks. Okay, there's great passion. There's all of this stuff that lures you in, but at the same time is off again. There are these, as I mentioned, repeat toxic patterns and all of this turmoil. So essentially, these patterns and this on and off cyclical nature stagnates the relationship. It makes it a very stagnant relationship where you really never make progress. No matter how much time is going by in this situation, the same dynamic continues to bring the relationship to its knees and it's never fully resolved. That's very different from a twin flame relationship. It's very different from a soulmate relationship, even though this is a kind of soulmate relationship in a manner of speaking. Number four is you have a sense that this person is your destiny. Okay? You have a sense that they are your destiny and that there could potentially be something divine in this situation. And that misassociation or that misguided conclusion, in one sense it's not misguided because they are a part of your destiny. You did come here to solve some of these issues that you have through this person. But this sense that it's supposed to be this wonderful, great relationship has a lot to do with the fire and the passion that initially comes about in the meeting. Because when you meet this person, you have a sense that they are home. They feel good to you. They feel very familiar to you. And you sense a strong pull or a magnetism towards this person. The next thing, which is going to be number 5, and I really hit on this before, the connection that you have with this person is instant, and it's the kind of connection that causes you to feel as though you are this person's other half, or that they are the other half of you. As I mentioned before in number 4, they feel like home, but they are not home. They are a temporary home. So whereas in number 4, you feel like this person is your destiny, you feel like whatever it is that you're going through with this person, it has a higher good to it and you're supposed to be with this person forever. And then in this number 5, you start to feel like this is a home situation. You feel like the connection is so strong that when you're with this person, it is as if you're almost with yourself. All right, because it's this person that is showing you yourself. It's this person that is your greatest mirror. It is this person that subconsciously is challenging you to meet the demands of what is required in order to overcome something that you have yet been able to learn in terms of a lesson. Which brings me to number 6. In a karmic relationship, this person is here to teach you a lesson. They're here to teach you a lesson. You may not realize it because you're too caught up in all of the basal desires and all of the fire and on this romantic notion that this person is your destiny, because when you all come together, it's fire. But at the same time, this person, if you look at it, brings out the worst in you. They bring out the worst patterns of behavior in you. They bring out your vulnerabilities. In other words, they bring out all of your insecurities, your inner child work, your dark side, all of this stuff this person is bringing out in you. Whether it's your baggage from childhood, things that you weren't willing to see that you need to deal with, your issues of self-worth, your issues of self-value, maybe it's rejection, maybe it's abandonment, whatever these issues are, this person keeps giving it to you back every single time. No matter what happens, what your concerns are, what you need to solve in the relationship to make it better, nothing ever really changes. They continue to show you the same side, which basically says, kiss my arse. Okay? And the reason why is because this person is in your life to show you the things you need to work on. If you don't love yourself enough, this person will put you in such a situation that in order for you to finally walk away, it becomes the ultimate act of self-love. So they are not there to heal the relationship. They are not there to work on the aspects of the relationship that challenge the relationship so much as would a soulmate situation. They're here to push your buttons. The 7th quality of a karmic relationship is that it masquerades as love, or it is easy to mistake as love. And the reason why is because we have these artificially programmed constructs about what love actually is. And a lot of times we confuse sex and high emotion for love. All right, love is a state of being. We call love, sometimes we refer to it as an action. It's really not even an action. It's a state of being. And it's something that you feel and benefit from. It's something that is supportive. It's something that works in partnership with you to help you spiritually evolve from a place that's very different from a karmic type relationship. So in a karmic type relationship, it's easy to mistake this as love. But if you think about it, love does not hurt like this. Love is not painful. Love is not violent. Love is not abusive. Love is not something that you have to get a restraining order against somebody for, right? That's not love. Okay? So that's one of the things that you need to be on the lookout for as you begin to start to become more reflective of what is the kind of relationship that I'm in. I know I'm not really happy. It's not really a loving relationship. Do I meet any of these other criteria? The last quality of a karmic relationship, I kind of alluded to it earlier, but in this last quality, number 8, the 8th thing that characterizes a karmic relationship is that whatever the offenses are in the relationship, they are never really mitigated. For example, let's take something as simple as name calling. Let's say, for example, name calling is an issue in the relationship. No matter how many times you bring this to your lovers or your spouse's attention, it never really stops. It continues. Whatever your concerns are that bring up the negative energy in the relationship or that release the worst side of each of the individuals, it's never ever rehabilitated. And there seems to be very little effort to do that. In conclusion, this is what I want you to remember. We all come to this life material experience, this human experience, with a lot of baggage, karmic baggage, DNA baggage, transgenerational curses, whatever you want to call it. We come into this lifetime with this set of work that we need to do in order to heal some of this karmic debris or some of these issues and patterns, unhealthy and destructive patterns that we have. When you have a karmic relationship that comes into your life, it comes into your life to prepare you to become your best self. Almost always after a karmic relationship, you end up in a much better space. Spiritually, you're able to really step into your power. You're able to love yourself more. You're able to release yourself from the hold of negative habits, destructive patterns that have characterized you during that lifetime or over time. And it is only at this time, once you finally successfully disentangle yourself from the karmic relationship, which is the prerequisite so that you don't end up having to repeat that same karma over and over and over in this current lifetime or in successive lifetimes. It's imperative that you are able to deal with the issues that bring about the karmic relationship in the first place. When you're able to deal with those issues and you're able to walk away from that relationship, you are healed. That person is dealing with also whatever it is that you're bringing to them. Because remember, both people are purging one another. Both people's buttons are being pushed. Both people are having to deal with their shadow aspects or the inner darkness, or the things that they fail to shine the light of awareness on. So in a karmic relationship, once you leave that relationship behind, you are now in a better position to find the person who will stand a better chance of teaching you what love is. And you will know more what love feels like because of the contrast between the karmic relationship and this new opportunity that's coming into your life. So think about the relationship that you are in. If it feels addictive, if it feels what some people describe as a twin flame relationship. And we'll get more into the twin flame dynamic because it shares some of the qualities of this relationship, but it's quite different than this particular relationship on some levels. This karmic relationship is very dysfunctional in a worldly, from a human perspective. And at a higher perspective, it's something that is healing and it's something that evolves you. But it's presenting in your very real worldly life as something that is destroying your life. It's causing you to have highs and lows. It's affecting your energy. It's creating a great pull. It's giving you a lot of inner confusion and inner turbulence, and it's causing you to really be able to see the ugly from both sides, in you and in them. So hopefully you've gotten something out of this video. Please leave a comment in the comment area. Let me know if you can relate to some of what I'm talking about, if it has reminded you of a particular situation that you've been in, if you're purging this kind of a situation, where you are in this relationship continuum. Please don't forget to subscribe to the video, share, sending lots of love. Thank you all already who are coming back home in terms of already being subscribers. Thank you for your likes, your shares, all of your love and your comments. You're with Tanisha Ali of Butterfly Transformations. Please keep coming back. Okay, beautiful butterflies and perfect people. I hope to see you again soon. Please be prosperous, be abundant, and join the evolution.